sacred friends, and welcome to another Sacred Circle reading. A very warm welcome to all the divine, magical, sacred souls that are tuning in today. I'm truly honored and grateful to have you guys here. So today we have a very special reading from the mighty Lord Jagannath himself. So for those that don't know who Lord Jagannath is, he's known to be an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, seemingly incarnation of Lord Krishna, who is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. And there's a very magical story in terms of origin and how he came to be in terms of the name Lord Jagannath that is connected to Lord Krishna, which I will share. So yeah, he's known to be an incarnation of Lord Krishna, which I said like incarnation of Lord Vishnu. There's also known to be an incarnation of one of the Bhairava. So if you are a seasoned viewer on this channel, you'll know that we did do a very magical reading from Lord Kal Bhairava. So Lord Kal Bhairava is an incarnation of Lord Shiva, the mighty Lord Shiva. And it's known to be that Lord Kal Bhairava has 65 forms. And one of the forms I actually learned recently, some say is actually Lord Jagannath himself. So yeah, it's like very magical. And I just felt there's a connection to both, Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. And this reading is being done on the 5th of July, which is within the procession time of the magical festival that is in dedication to Lord Jagannath himself. So in Puri, in Odisha in India, every year, it's around about the time of June and July, where the procession is done, where these magnificent chariots are actually built. And there's 3 in procession, where Lord Jagannath, together with his 2 siblings, are placed on these chariots and they pulled, and a lot of devotees go round about this time. It's a festival of 9 days. And within this festival, they say that if you go and you witness the chariots and you actually have a chance to touch or pull the chariot, a lot of divine wishes, prayers are answered, and Lord Jagannath is known to be a very benevolent Lord, in answering these prayers. So I do feel like it's a very magical time with magical, special magic in the air. And yeah, I've been seeing Lord Jagannath a lot. So I did feel very much divinely called to do this reading. So know that the intention has been set, that if you are watching this reading, then it has been divinely placed for you to see it all in divine timing. So, and that it reaches, all those that is meant to reach in divine timing and as per the divine plan. So going back to Lord Jagannath and his story. So yeah, like I said, he has a very deep connection to Lord Krishna. Like I said, some say that he is an incarnation thereof, and I will tell you the story, so you'll see how there's a connection and a tie-in, which is very much magical, and why he's in his mysterious form, with these round big eyes, benevolent smile, as well as there's an absence of arms and limbs, which is also part of the story. So this story transcends, part of the Mahabharata and the time when Krishna dies and transcends and goes back to heaven. So it was actually at the time. The story starts post the Great War of the Kurukshetra, which had, finally ended in the Mahabharata. The Kauravas, they lay dead, and they were where the Pandavas, stood victorious. But the price, they say, of victory was very steep, too steep, some may say, because among the many that mourned their loved ones, there was one woman who stood draped in white eyes, bound by a cloth and a heart burning with rage. Her name was Gandhari, and she was known to be the queen of Hastinapura, the mother of 100 sons, now all lost to the cruelty of fate. Gandhari, they said, she wept and said to Lord Krishna, "O Krishna, you had the power to stop this war. You could have prevented this massacre, but you watched as each of my sons was slaughtered one by one." With a trembling hand raised towards the divine, she spoke words that would ripple through the ages. She said, "I curse you, Krishna. Just as my sons died fighting among themselves, you too shall, wherein your clan, the mighty Yadavas, will destroy themselves in a very much of a fratricidal war," meaning a war between themselves. Krishna, who being the supreme being incarnate, the master of time and space, he simply bowed his head, for he knew this too was a part of the divine play. But Gandhari's curse was no empty words and no empty threat, because as years passed and the Yadavas, once noble and mighty, began to crumble within, pride gave birth to their arrogance, and power birthed recklessness. When the young princes mocked great sages by faking a pregnancy with an iron pestle, the sages cursed them. This pestle, they said, shall be your destruction. And so it began. The iron pestle was ground into powder and cast into the sea. But from that very powder, reeds grew, reeds as strong as iron, they say. One fateful day, on the beaches of the Prabhasa, the Yadavas fell into a drunken madness. Fueled by arrogance and drink, they fought both brothers against brothers, fathers against sons. And when the sun rose the next day, the Yadava clan, once unstoppable, was no more. Gandhari's curse had been fulfilled, and it fulfilled its destiny. Now the Lord Krishna had one final task. He walked away from Dwarka, away from the blood-soaked sands of Prabhasa, into the forest alone. There was no chariot, no army, but just silence. There, under a quiet tree, he sat in a yogic trance, merging his earthly form within the Supreme. But fate had another plan. A hunter named Jara roamed that very forest. His eyes, aged and weary, saw something shimmering between the trees. Jara's arrow released and pierced Krishna's foot. Jara, shocked and falling to his knees, realized what he had done, and he cried and he said, "O Lord Krishna, what have I done? Please forgive me." Krishna slowly opened his eyes, but not with pain, not with anger, but with divine compassion. He said, "Do not grieve, Jara, for in a previous birth you were King Bali." And this is in the time of the Lord Ramayan story with Ram, Lakshman and Sita and Hanuman. Wherein in that birthing period, King Bali was defeated, where his brother overtook his kingdom, and Lord Ram, being the incarnation of Lord Krishna, helped him to defeat King Bali. So this was like in retribution thereof. So he says that in a previous birth, Krishna tells Jara, "You were Bali, King Bali, and this was destined and foretold." Thus ended the earthly pastimes of Lord Krishna. The supreme legend says that Krishna's body merged with the elements, but his heart, his eternal, indestructible heart, refused to burn. So this was the time when also Arjuna cremates Lord Krishna's body, and the heart, his solid heart, does not burn and is indestructible. This heart, soaked in divine love, the seat of the highest devotion, was not an ordinary matter. It was said to carry the eternal rasa, the immortal bhava of the universe. It was like the heart of the universe, basically. Arjuna, who was part of the Mahabharata story, confused and heartbroken, did not know what to do, but he followed the instructions of the divine voice, which said to take this heart to the ocean, cast it into the sacred waters, and so with trembling hands Arjuna released Krishna's heart into the embrace of the sea. The waves took it in, but they did not destroy it. Instead, the heart vanished beneath the waters, but it was not lost. Centuries passed, the heart traveled through time, carried by cosmic tides, protected by the elements, waiting for its final resting place. Not in a temple of stone, but in the loving embrace of a divine mystery. This was not the end. It was the beginning of Jagannath. The world had moved on, kingdoms rose and kingdoms fell, but far beneath the surface of the ocean, something ancient remained, something alive. The heart of Krishna, untouched by flame, unfazed by time, rested silently. Centuries had passed, and the memory of Krishna's passing faded into myth, but the divine does not forget. In the ancient kingdom of Kalinga, there lived a deeply spiritual king, Indradyumna. His heart burned with only one desire, to see the Supreme Lord in a form unknown to the world, a form of pure, boundless devotion. One night the king had a vision, a dream unlike any other. A divine voice spoke to him and echoed in the dream. It said, "O Indradyumna, my essence remains on earth in the form of a sacred heart. It floats within the ocean, waiting to be reborn. Please build a temple where I may manifest not in my usual form, but in a form that even the gods shall wonder." He summoned sages, priests, and astrologers. Indradyumna ordered his ministers, "We must find the sacred form," he said. "We must build a temple as destined and as foretold." So one morning, along the shores of Puri, fishermen had spotted a very much of an enormous log drifting in the surf, but this was no ordinary wood. When they touched it, it repelled them. When they tried to move it, it wouldn't budge. It shimmered with an otherworldly glow. Neither wet nor dry, heavy yet floating, the news reached King Indradyumna. His heart skipped a beat. Could this be the divine form foretold in his dream? He rushed to the spot with his royal entourage. The moment he laid eyes on it, he wept, and he knew. King Indradyumna said, "This is no mere wood. This is definitely the living essence of God." The king commanded a great temple be built, and once completed, he faced the dilemma that who would carve this divine idol. He summoned the finest sculptors and also the finest chiefs But no one could place a chisel on this wood. Their tools broke. Their hands trembled. One day, in a store, an old, mysterious man appeared. An old carpenter calmly said, "I will carve this idol, but on one condition. No one may enter or disturb me until this work is done." The king agreed. The old sculptor himself was actually the architect of Source and, architect of the divine. The old sculptor entered the locked chamber with his sacred wood and began his work. Days turned into weeks, and inside then there was silence. But after some time the king grew restless. He feared that the old man had died. Ignoring the promise, he opened the door. There was no one inside. The mysterious carpenter had vanished, and what lay before him were three strange, half-formed wooden figures. Round eyes, no hands, no legs, but glowing with power. But the king still had one final mystery to solve. What had happened to the sacred heart that was foretold? The Tempest priest revealed that during the carving of the mysterious sculptor, someone had placed in Lord Jagannath's body a divine sacred being that no one else was allowed to see, that no one dared to open. What was said that was inside the wooden body itself lies the very heart of Lord Krishna. The same heart that refused to burn, the same heart that traveled across time, and the same heart that Lord Indrayumna had seen in his dream. And so the divine heart had found its new home, not in flesh, not in stone, but in a humble log of wood worshipped for eternity by millions. So in Lord Jagannath, it is said that Lord Krishna lives again, not just as a deity, but as a mystery that the world can still not fully comprehend. The heart that would not die now beats in wood, smiles with wide eyes, and calls to every soul who seeks the eternal bliss of stillness. No sound, no sculptor, just three unfinished forms: Jagannath, Baldra, and Subhadra, which is his two siblings. No arms, no legs, wide, round eyes, eternal smiles. Indrayumna had fallen to his knees, had said, "What have I done? I broke my vow. I interrupted the carpenter and the vow that I had made." And then the idol smiled. A voice echoed, not from the heavens, but from the wood itself. Jagannath, with his divine voice, said to the king, "Do not grieve, for this is the form I chose. You did not stop me, you fulfilled my will. My limbs are not lost, they are infinite. I have no hands, yet I hold all. I have no feet, yet I reach every soul. I appear this way so that all may approach me, whether rich, poor, young, or old. I am beyond form, beyond limitation, and beyond the infinite." So yeah, guys, wow, that was just very much of a beautiful story of, like I said, the culmination of, Lord Jagannath and how his origin story is, in terms of the sacred heart of Krishna, being found and placed in his body. And that is why he's known to be an infinite form of Lord Krishna, which is, Lord Vishnu himself. And then they say that, the eyes are not just the eyes of a mere deity that's carved in wood. They say it is part of, the eyes of the cosmos watching over everyone, as, like the divine himself seated in terms of watching all and, taking into account, the supreme consciousness that comes with it. So yeah, guys, it just also they make mention, one of the things that I wanted to say was that yet, he is formless, without arms or legs. It is, the form of what it means to be in absolute with no attributes. The chariot itself also represents a human body where, we are pulled by the Maya, we are pulled by various constraints, but we have the Lord seated within us. So we are the chariot in terms of, that formal bond with source and with the divine, never unbroken, but we have the Maya that's pulling us. But if we look within ourselves, the way that the divine sees us, they say, we can arrive to our higher consciousness and our higher self together with reaching our monad in terms of reaching source and divine. I feel like Lord Jagannath wants to share a message today. So the form of the reading will be done in a unique way. I heard to do it in the format of a book. So yeah, interesting to see how that's going to work out and what that all means. Like I said, this reading is being done on the 5th of July. When it's being recorded, so it's within the procession time of the Festival of Chariots. So it's in the festival time of blessings and, prayers being answered and asks, to the Lord and to the divine, to source, because Lord Jagannath is a representation thereof, with his beautiful big eyes watching all and granting with blessings from the divine. Also, there's one story where one of Lord Jagannath's, and like I said, that's why he's known to be very much of a benevolent Lord, because there's a story of one of his devotees being sick, for 15 days, and Lord Jagannath took over his sickness, and that's why before the chariot actually festival starts, there's a period of rest where they say Lord Jagannath is recovering from the 15 days of illness, where he takes the illnesses from his devotees upon himself, and blesses them with good health. So yeah, guys, it's very special. And he is, like I said, a very much of a benevolent Lord, a very mysterious Lord, with his, having no forms. Yes, he reaches all, no legs, yet he reaches all, every soul. And that's why he's known to be so benevolent and so beloved. So we're so happy and honored to have him in Sacred Circle today. So I did a little bit of a tribute to him here. We have the candle burning, like I said, because it's a very much of an auspicious time until the 6th, 7th July. I'm not sure which one. I think it is the 7th, because like I said, this reading has been done on the 5th, and tomorrow being the 6th is actually Ekadashi, which is all celebration in dedication to Lord Vishnu. So Ekadashi is known to come every 11 days in a month, so it's like 11 days, each of this 11th day dedication to Lord Vishnu. So the Ekadashi that's happening on the 6th, the Dev Suti Ekadashi, or Agyaras as it's known, and that we say is that Lord Vishnu goes into a deep sleep for 4 months. He will awaken just before Diwali, so it's very much of an auspicious time. Also, then in representation of Krishna's heart, so we have the conch here, which is very much in association to Lord Vishnu. It's known to be a representation of him, and the conch also comes from the sea, and Lord Krishna's heart came from the sea, and we have the Om in symbolization of the Trinity here. So I feel very much like this was in representation of Lord Krishna's heart here, and in representation of Lord Jagannath, which they say actually holds, Krishna's heart that was immortal, eternal, and would not burn, and very much like we have both, Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Jagannath's presence. I feel very strongly in the Sacred Circle. So, okay, sacred friends, so let us start the reading. So, like I said, in the intro, if you've missed this part and you came straight to the reading, then we are doing the reading from the mighty Lord Jagannath, which is an incarnation of Lord Krishna, who is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So we're very much happy and honored to have him in the Sacred Circle. The other thing I wanted to mention is that there's a very special reading that was done from Lord Krishna in terms of the flute and him having a special song being blown. And like I said, if you want to know the story of Lord Jagannath, I mentioned it in the intro version, in our story time version. So yeah, how he's connected. So I do feel like if you haven't seen that reading, there could be a connection to that. So today will be an open space, like a universal letter from Lord Jagannath, what he wants you to know right now. And then in the mystery reading section, we will do blessings, further blessings. Like I said, because this reading is very much being done during the Festival of Chariots in dedication to Lord Jagannath, I do feel like there's a lot of blessings and wish manifestations and prayers being answered that he wants you to know. On the path ahead. I just heard on the path ahead, and it's a very much of a sacred time. It's in terms of liberation, soul liberation. So I do feel like there's very much going to be a profound reading. Because I feel the energies are very much strong. Okay, so I was told to pull two of the main focal cards, and like I said, it's going to be in the format of a book. So very much intrigued as to what very much that means. So let's see how he wants to tell like a story, I think he wants to say. So let's see. I did hear golden era, stepping into your golden era, and also heard high mission, high soul. Wow. Okay, high mission, high soul, and stepping into your golden era. Okay. Wow. I do also think there's some planetary movements happening right now. I'm not so sure. I can't remember exactly, but I feel like there's also a connotation he's saying in terms of... Sorry, I just want to pull two cards from here. He's saying for the blessing part. I do feel like something about the planetary shifts. He's making mention that that's having an impact here. Something about the planets moving. I heard planets moving, so I think there's a very special message there. So I think if you do have access to your chart, this might be like you can check if there's a shift in any planetary movements in your chart. Yeah, just hearing shift, golden era, because of the planets moving. Yeah, okay, so let's see what that means. Okay, so we have the fan of the book here. Let's see in terms of the chapters. So let's see the first chapter here. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, we have dependability. Wow. Okay. So this is a card, that has come up quite a bit in some of the readings. If you are a seasoned viewer on the channel, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, the first thing that I saw when I looked at this card was, if you can see, it's in the shape of a heart here, guys. Look at this. Wow. It's in the shape of a heart here. This is beautiful. And like we said, like if you missed the intro, I was just mentioning the fact that they said, the story of Lord Jagannath and his origin story of how he came about, or the secret behind, the representation of his idol, because very much, it's in a form that's very mysterious. Lord Jagannath has these all-seeing eyes, a smile that's ever changing, and he doesn't have limbs, no arms, no legs, and based on the story, if you're coming from the story time, because the carpenter, the actual architect of Source, was disturbed during the time of actually carving out the idols in representation thereof, and but it was all part of the divine plan in representation that divine is infinite. It's like omnipresence, where divine doesn't need hands, limbs to reach a soul. And we don't need this, this form of the body to reach the soul. It's all about the soul, and representation of, that the divine lies in each and every one of us. And it said, in terms of, in Lord Jagannath, the actual heart of Krishna, that never burned, that could not be burnt, it was eternal, right, was placed in his idol. So, in representation of the actual heart here, the seeing of Lord Krishna, and we have the peacock feather here. So... two peacock feathers here. So I do feel like, wow, guys, this is such a magical representation. And this reminds me of when the two looking at the lotus here, it's like the incarnation of Lord Vishnu and Lord Vishnu and goddess Lakshmi, his divine counterpart, and Lord Krishna, right, and his divine counterpart Radha, goddess Radha. So yeah, wow, guys, look at this. It's like you hold the divine heart here. You have this divine connect with Lord Krishna, Lord Jagannath, Lord Vishnu, and all of his divine counterparts. Lord Jagannath is seen to be seated with his siblings, his brother and his sister. So there is no divine counterpart per se with him. But because he holds the heart of, Lord Krishna, I very much see like Radha Krishna here looking at the lotus here, guys. Wow, look at this with the heart and the story. Such a magical synchronization here. Wow, guys. Yeah, and this very much this color is in the color of a peacock feather, very much bright, proud, with the blues, the greens. And, the peacock feather is very much a denoted totem, and a secret symbology of Lord Krishna, because they said that he always had a peacock feather, in his hair. And he's seen, a lot of his idols, you'll see put the peacock feathers in representation thereof. So I do feel like with this dependability card here coming out, it's like, it's telling me a lot of things. Firstly, I'm hearing your divine connect, with divine, with source, and the infinite. I'm hearing is very strong because you have the heart, there's like the heart of source, within you. Your heartbeat is in synchronization with their heartbeat, and they, it's like a divine love, that they have for you and you have for the divine here. So I do feel like those watching have very strong faith, when it comes to divine source, as well as, like I said, divine order and divine mission here. Yeah, but I feel like with this dependability here, it's like, when I'm seeing representation of Radha Krishna here, it's like they're saying their heart is with you. So you may have a very much, like I said, strong connect to the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, especially, Radha and Lord Krishna here. With the hands connected, it's like they hold, they hold you dear. Because if you see here, we have actually two placement of hands here. Wow, guys, look at this. I've never seen this and actually noticed this in the card before. So we have the one hands here holding each other, and then the other part of the hands here holding the lotus here, guys. And the Lord Jagannath, right, he doesn't have, like I said, no limbs, no arms, yet he can reach every soul, right? And I feel like this is what, in connection to what Lord Jagannath is saying here is that, it's like the divine has reached you and you have reached the divine here, guys. You didn't really need, in symbology thereof, it's showing in the cards, but it's like a connect that is unexplainable, your connect with faith, your connect with the divine. It's like you don't need arms, limbs, you don't need a body, per se to connect. It's like you have this divine connect through soul, through your actual, like I'm hearing Atma, and Atma is a Sanskrit word for a soul, your soul. And I do feel like you have this very special divine connect, and this is what Lord Jagannath, is recognizing, and he wants you to know. I think he wants you to know of this divine connect that you have with him, and that he has with you. And if you, I'm hearing with source, so it's like the infinite cosmos, that you have this divine connect with, because I'm seeing the blue here, and it's just reminding me of the cosmos and how wide and vast the cosmos is. Because like I said, although Lord Jagannath is very much a incarnation, of Lord Krishna and Lord Vishnu, the main meaning behind him not having the form is this limitless, infinite connection to source and the divine, and I think this is what in representation he's saying, that he's so the divine, loves you so much, and that you have such a strong connect here, that you have the heart. Wow, the heart of divine source beating within you, guys. Wow. I think, it takes very much of many lifetimes, to get this kind of connection that you have with source. And it feels like, this connection also is being shared with someone here. Because this card's also telling me, about a connection coming together here. It's reminding me of, soulmate, twin love. So for those that are looking for love, know that you're about to meet your divine counterpart. It's like, the way that Lord Krishna looked at Lord Radha, it's like, because both of them looking over here, it's like them looking over you, it's they looking over their love here, with the lotus here. So it's very much like, this pure love that you and this person share. So yeah, I do feel like for singles, those that are waiting, for the divine counterpart, I feel like this is a sign and a synchronicity from Lord Jagannath saying that this is coming. This is a story of the two of you coming together now, of an eternal bond, a bond like, like what he said with Lord Krishna's heart, it couldn't burn, it was eternal. It didn't diminish, it didn't it could not be lost, type of thing. So it's like this love that you share with this divine counterpart is like eternal, it can't be broken, it can't be burnt, it can't be, it's like, it's as part of your soul, as you are part of each other. I'm hearing. Wow, yeah, guys, like the two of you incarnate to meet each other, in every lifetime here. It's like a eternal bond that cannot be really transcribed, through words. I think it's just like through emotion, it's like the feeling, the beating of the heart, like you can only feel the beating of the heart. It's like when you have a heart in your hand that's beating, right? You can only really sense what an actual beating heart means if you feel it, because in a heartbeat, it cannot be, it's a word we describe as a heartbeat, right? But we can only fully understand it by feeling it. So I feel very much like the emotions that the two of you share is like that heartbeat, it's only when you come together do you feel the beat and the heartbeat, so it's like, of this person, right? You maybe have felt this person in this lifetime, right? But you will only really feel the connection of the heartbeats when the two of you come together here. So I do feel like, it's a message from Lord Jagannath here saying, and from the cosmos, that you're about, to come into union here. It's like now it's the time for the two of you hands to touch, because when your hands touch, it's like you guys feel each other's heartbeat, like when you feel the pulse of someone. That's how I think also electric this love is going to be. And, with the dependability card, it's like, you can depend on this love. This is a love that transcends time. It transcends illusion. It transcends something greater, because it's akin, to source love. It's akin to like the heartbeat of Krishna, the eternal soul love. So this could be, like I said, soulmate, twin flame, like, your ride or die, type of love that you're about to meet here. Wow, guys, very sacred love. I'm hearing a sacred bond, eternal vow here. I'm hearing, it's like if you reincarnate, then this person reincarnates with you, type of scenario here. So yeah, I do feel like it's very much magical here. In the love sacred, it's very much reminding me of the Sacred Circle love readings that was done on the channel. So if you haven't seen any of those, you might be called. I'm hearing to pick one. It will lead you there. Yeah, I'm hearing from Lord Jagannath. And this also reminds me of an eternal love of very much of a high ascended souls. So because I'm feeling like very much angelic realm type of vibes, like two angels, incarnated angels meeting. I'm hearing starseed. I'm hearing very much like a love, that is transcends higher realms here. Yeah. Wow. So you could have also met this person in the 5D, I'm hearing. Like, so, you feel it's like you feel your heartbeats when you guys meet in the 5D, and you're about to now meet each other in the 3D here. Yeah. I feel like, it's a story akin to like how Radha Krishna's story, where you incarnate with each other no matter what, so it's like if I go, you go, if I jump and I'm going, then this person comes with you, type of story. It's like that's how we say, like, ride or die. So it doesn't matter in terms of consequence, doesn't matter in terms of any limitation or boundary, that can set this love apart, I'm feeling. Because I feel also like the two of you grow together in every lifetime. It's like you learn together. It's like you want to ascend together as well. Wow, guys. Yeah, it's like now it is the time, for you also to step into this golden era of meeting this person here. Yeah. I also feel like, for those that are not looking for love, it's a transcribed message here, very much of, you having the heart of the divine within you and the divine beating within you here. Yeah. Your connection to source is so divine, and they held it, they hold it very much sacred. It's like a connection that has been built for many, many lifetimes. Like I said, to have a connection this strong with a faith this strong in the divine is very something special here. And I think the universe, the cosmos, and Lord Jagannath is very much recognizing this. Wow. It's like a dependability, you can always depend on this love. They can always depend on you, type of thing here. It's like, and that's why I think I had the message of, high soul, high purpose here. It's because like the divine can always depend on you. If there's any challenge, if there's any, cosmic task, etc., that needs to be fulfilled, it's like the two of you. If it's a divine counterpart in you or just you, yourself, you always step up. You are this cosmic warrior. I'm hearing the warrior of God here. Yeah. Wow, guys. And they're recognizing this. Yeah. Yeah. And if it's a union, it's like two of God's warriors reuniting here. Wow. For those looking for love. Yeah. It's a dependability. It's like, I also feel like this love, for those that are looking for love, because it's so eternal, right? And I feel like this is an old love, it's an old sacred love. You could have been waiting for this love for a long time, to enter into this lifetime, guys. Yeah. I feel like because the two of you, also came with very much high missions, I'm hearing. Like for the two of you to meet, you had to fulfill some sort of a leg or stage, of the mission now. And then there's like the second half, the second part is when the two of you meet, then you complete the next task. Yeah. So I feel like it was a separate individual journey where this person needed to fulfill one leg of the soul path and the soul blueprint, and then you fulfilling your own, and then you come together and you fulfill one for the divine here. Yeah, different tasks, and then a joint mission here. Yeah, guys. Wow. But yeah, I feel like also, for those that are not looking for love, you are in representation of this being this God's warrior and a warrior for God, I'm hearing, and ride or die for source himself here. Yeah. Wow, guys. Yeah, it's such a beautiful card in the sense that, because it comes with so much color, so it's like you have all of this cosmic aura around you, different colors. It's like you can't place you in like a single box, is what I'm saying. It's like you because it's reminding me of like, in terms of the Sanskrit meaning, in terms of the Vedas, when we cross over, when we transition, right, there's different levels in terms of attainment. It's like 7 stages in terms of reaching enlightenment, right? So it's like you go through different, like, let's say color stages. So you can be like a red soul, you can be a yellow soul, a green soul, a blue soul, a purple soul, and then you reach, enlightenment. If we categorize it, in terms of understanding it from a limitation of a 3D mind, right? The monkey brain, right? So it's like, with all of the colors here, it's like your heart and your soul has all the colors. You've ascended to such a high extent. You've gone through so many different journeys, for you to attain your colors. It's like you attaining colors, the colors of, the divine and source. When we say like when you, if it's like karate, or I'm just thinking like when you go to a camp, you attain your colors, right? It's like your yellow belt, your red belt, I think it's black belt. It's like you've attained all of that through your soul missions, through your lifetimes of experience, the wisdom and the soul that you are. You're this high ascended master, this high ascended soul. It's like you've attained your colors. And it's like, if you're looking from a divine counterpart perspective, it's like the both of you have attained these colors together here, and you're about to ascend, guys. It's like that's how much aura, because you don't fit in like one box. Like I said, coming to the beginning message here, it's like you are not just the purple soul, you're not just the blue soul. It's like you have this all encompassing, multifaceted, multicolored soul here. And I think this is what Lord Jagannath also wants you to know. And this is how the divine, sees you in representation of who you are to them, and who the divine is to you is in representation here. Wow, guys. Yeah, you have the colors of the divine on you here. Wow. Wow. What a message here. Wow. Profound, guys. Wow. And the story of the heart, and me seeing the heart here. Amazing. Okay, so we also have, we have the Ice Queen here. Ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. Yeah. It's like, with this, the Ice Queen here, and the Queen is sleeping here. And I did say, Lord Vishnu, from the 6th of July, on the day of Agyaras, the day of Sutyagras, Lord Vishnu goes into the deep sleep, and it's very much of a cosmic time where they say it's like a time of rest, a time of recollection, a time of ponderment, a time of, sitting back, sorry, and looking back into, like a time of recollection of a space of meditation and a space of, looking for answers and, having the answers reach you type of situation and type of cosmic order I'm hearing here. And we see in the owl here, and owl in symbolization is, Goddess Lakshmi here. So it's like, Goddess Lakshmi watching over Lord Vishnu as he sleeps. And they say very much like, Goddess Lakshmi is active during this period because she watches over, Lord Vishnu as he takes rest during this time. So yeah, guys, I just feel like, with the Ice Queen here, I feel like, this period of rest and this period of I want to say it's reminding me of the Ice Age, right? It was an age that the earth needed to go through. It wasn't just like a culmination of just days, or just like a cold front. It wasn't just a period like that. It was an actual age that the earth had to go through. So it's like, in representation here, it's like a story that Lord Jagannath is saying is that you had to go through this, this period of this Ice Age, this movement of, self-realization, growing from a soul perspective, seeking, answers to questions that you may have had. And the divine was watching all of this time, protecting you, knowing that you are undergoing this transformative journey, and also growing as a soul. So it was like you have maybe have slept in terms of this part, that may have seemed like dormant, that may have seemed like stagnant energy, right? Was part of a mission that you had to maybe go through alone, that you had to go through from a soul single, hearing like a solo journey. Yeah, I'm hearing Han's Solo here from Star Wars, I think it is. Yeah, so very much like I feel here, there's been a time of non-action, a time of where you felt things were not moving, you felt like the world was sleeping around you, when you're in that routine and you're stuck in that routine and you can't get out of that routine and you're thinking like, okay, am I alone? Is this like a era that's never going to be broken, this age that I've been going through? And I feel like Lord Jagannath is saying that this was all part of a journey of completion here, because we have the number 28, which donates to a 10, right? And 10 is the end of a cycle. So it's like you had to go through this for full awakening. So this could also mean like, you step out and you've awakened from a soul level here, with the owl here. It's like you've awoken to your wisdom here. So it may have been like, I was actually watching this podcast, and they were saying that a lot of souls have awakened right now, right? But there have been souls that have awoken previously. So it's like how when you classify from Harry Potter perspective, you have the Muggles, which was seen as the human folk, right? And then you had the witches and the wizards and the magic folk, right? So it's like if you were a normie before. You've now awakened, to your enlightened self here. So I feel like also, this was a journey of your awakening, a journey towards your enlightenment, because it was only about adding growth, to your already long story here. Like I said, you are a soul with a lot of colors already in terms of your attainment, right? In terms of reaching source, in terms of reaching pure enlightenment here. And this, I feel like it was an additional chapter here in your story in attaining another set of colors, for you to also come out in terms of your soul growth and you changing, in terms of transforming into who you are from a soul level and awakening to that as well. Yeah, because I see with the moon here and the cosmos, it very much is like, the earth awakens with you as you awaken to this. So this could be also, you awakening to spiritual gifts, spiritual talents. I'm hearing you awakening, to your purpose, you awakening to your soul mission. It's like something else awakened in you. So you might also receive downloads from the divine here. But I feel like Lord Jagannath is saying, there's something was preserved here for a reason. right? The stage of stagnancy was there for a reason. And he's also saying that it's like, when you are transforming, like if I look at it from a symbology perspective, like from a caterpillar to a butterfly, right? The caterpillar doesn't know that it's undergoing a transformation journey when it forms the cocoon, right? It gets scared, it feels like it's alone, but when it comes out as the butterfly, it has wings. It now is able to fly. It's no longer limited, just to the ground anymore. It has the wings to see everything from a full awakened perspective. And I think that's why, representation of the butterfly and the moth is very much a representation of like divine transformation, because it's like the divine gives you your wings for you to fully understand the cosmos, the meanings behind the illusion, the Maya, and like I said, in terms of the chariot that's been pulled, in terms of the Festival of Chariots for Lord Jagannath, they say the chariot is a representation of the human body, because we are pulled by emotions, we are pulled by the Maya, the illusions, the restrictions we think we're in, right? But we forget that we are part of source. Lord Jagannath is in the center of the chariot, and when you start realizing that you are part of source and you have this divine connection that Lord Jagannath is saying already with source, that is something that you can depend on. When you awaken to this, it's like nothing can stop you, post this. It's like you awaken to limitlessness, no boundaries, no restrictions here. Yeah. And I feel like also in terms of this unfolding of this love story here as well, I feel like both of you, have come out now of this sleep. This could be like maybe you've already awoken and this person is awakening, or vice versa. But I feel like both of you have reached this cycle, this pinnacle cycle with the number 28 here, denoting to a 10, that you had to come out of, And I feel like also Lord Jagannath is saying in terms of a soul mission, you might also have like a significant download that comes in, a significant idea that's presented to you in terms of, your next steps and the path forward. Because I heard, in the beginning, it's like the way forward. Now, what is the path ahead here? And I feel like Lord Jagannath is saying that you're going to be awakening to something here. And this could also mean like once you awaken to this, you awaken to firstly your divine connect, you awaken to your soul, so like another soul awakening that you're undergoing, you awaken to a new idea. It all culminates to you also meeting this person, for those that are looking for love as well. Yeah, but I feel like you've been watched over by source so deeply and so attentively, it's like they were waiting also for you to wake up, for you to come to this realization as well. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Also feel like, with the word queen here, it's like, the queen meeting its king, the king here. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. And we have starseed. What lights you up? Yeah. With the starseed, yeah, like I said, the connotation could be where you feel. I'm hearing feelings of thought here. So it's like if you've I think awakened, right, to seeing the cosmos at a different stance. Like you've seen something that only your eyes could see here. I feel like you've awoken to something that only you would know, type of situations. So you might recognize that you are a starseed, higher celestial being, part of the, higher realms here. I feel like you've awoken to this cosmos here. You've awoken to like, you're not your limitation of just being an earthly bound soul, or a soul that is just incarnated to earth. Yeah, I feel like you've awoken to this higher self version of you. Some sort of a heightenedness, I'm hearing, higher consciousness has awoken within you here. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, in terms of a starseed, so you could be a starseed and this person could also be a starseed. Both of you, come from definitely a higher realm here. You've awoken to this cosmos here. And I feel like, here also, it's like the awakening here, because if you see here now, this person is awake. It's like, you're here, the cosmos was behind this person in this card, and here the cosmos is in front. So it's like you've awoken to this. So there is something that maybe you are feeling that you want to pursue, something maybe you've received this download already, it's coming. What Lord Jagannath wants to say is that, but this calling or this pull, I feel like it's a soul call, soul pull that's pulling you to pursue something here. This could be like a, let's say, a project that you want to start. It could be a passion that you want to follow, a talent that you delve deeper into. But I feel like it's something that only you can see. It's like for your eyes alone, and something that you will only know, something that only you will recognize here. That's awakening here, guys. It's like, this could also come in the form of a dream, guys. Maybe you have astral traveled, and you've attained something, I'm feeling like also there's a lot of missions that maybe you do during your sleep, guys, that you're not aware of, and you're now awakened to it. And maybe this is an idea that you pull from the 5D that comes into the 3D here. But I feel like something that you're going to create next or pursue next is something that you also brings you a lot of soul joy. It's like a soul calling. It's like once you appease that pull, that, let's say, it's something that you always wanted to do or pursue in this lifetime. Once you appease that, and once you actually go towards that in following, what brings you that joy. I feel like it's going to culminate to a lot of the next steps and the path ahead, as part of your soul blueprint here, because I think it leads to everything. It leads, to, I'm hearing success. It leads to you finding the one for those looking for love, but it also leads you to a higher connection and a higher understanding and knowing with source. It's like every onion layer, that you unravel now, that awakens within you, right, will unravel quicker the more you pursue what calls to you, from a soul perspective here. So the more that you do it, the more that you step into it, is the more that you start unraveling all of this. You start getting answers to questions like why. You start also getting maybe the answers to questions you've asked for many years. It could be lifetimes even. You start gaining that because you've attained this wisdom here with the owl here. You've attained something here, but it's like unlocking with the key. It's like the more that you do what your soul is calling you to do, right, the more you attain this knowledge, and the more the knowledge comes to you here. Yeah, wow, guys. Yeah, amazing here. It's like Jagannath is also saying, that what is seeking you, what you are seeking is seeking you here. Yeah, wow. Okay, wow, we've got health here with the number 4 here. I feel like, here also with the sleeping here and the health here, I do feel like, Lord Jagannath is also saying to take a step back, right? If you're feeling restlessness, if you're feeling like you're doing too much, you're not getting that like soul sleep, I'm hearing. So it's like, maybe you have restless nights, you're having a restless sleep, but you're not having the full soul sleep that your soul needs, that soul rest, you're right. That's something that you need to step into, because I feel like also this could also donate from, the fact that if you're doing something that's not bringing you joy, right, then you're not getting the full health of what their soul needs, right? Like soul health here. So it's like nurturing your soul health. Now maybe it's nurturing your inner child. It's all about, it's like connected to everything, because the health card, is a card of vitality as well. So it's like maybe, if you're doing something that's not bringing you joy, you are robbing yourself, like Jagannath saying, from not experiencing the full soul bliss of this full soul that you are here. And for those, I'm also hearing here, he's saying to be like careful in terms of things that are making you feel sleepy, of doing things like, let's say if you feel lethargic, if you feel things that are not bringing you that energy. So this could be like addictions, this could be things that are robbing you of your feeling, your vitality, so it could be like stagnancy as well. He's saying to look into that, because you're going to need your health also. You need to be in this, like I said, soul vitality, soul health, in order to also attain this wisdom here. And you might also need it, in terms of pursuing what you need to tap into that brings your soul the most joy here. Yeah. But I'm just hearing, like, he's like, pay attention to your health here for some. Yeah. Okay, wow. Okay, wow, we have wish here, guys. Wow, amazing. We have number 26 here, which donates to an 8. Very much a wish that's going to bring a lot of abundance. It's an infinite wish. With the number 8, it reminds me of the infinity symbol. So this could be, you meeting the love of your life here for those looking for their divine counterpart. But I feel like it's a wish that's going to bring you everything. The fulfillment of this wish, because I feel like abundance, right? And I think I've said this, if you're a seasoned viewer very much on the channel, like, abundance means a lot of things to a lot of people, right? But abundance in its absolute sense is the feeling of fullness, feeling that your life is full. And I feel like here, because we're seeing many of the lanterns, it's like that's why I'm saying, like, here with the many lanterns here, it's symbolizing like a bringing of all. It's like could be one wish fulfillment here, but it brings everything that you've dreamed and desired. So it could be like, if you're looking for relationships, it brings you that relationship. If you're looking for good health, it brings you that good health. If you're looking for vitality, it brings you that vitality. If you're looking for peace of mind, it brings you the peace of mind. If it brings, let's say, if it's a wish fulfillment in terms of an area where you want to, it assists you in pursuing what you want to pursue, that brings, your soul joy. It's all of that. So I feel like this wish that's coming true here, it will be, different for everyone here, but it's a wish that brings in everything here. It's like an answered prayer that brings in everything, that takes you out of the stagnancy, takes you out of, let's say, ill health. It takes you out of, you're not finding the right relationships. It brings everything together here. And I feel like this is the part of the cosmic plan here that Lord Jagannath wants you to know, is that this wish, that you have asked for is not just a wish, that could be fulfilled, let's say, like from day and night here, because it's reminding me of the ice age here. And like I said, the ice age was a full period, that Earth had to go through, right? So it was like, maybe I feel this wish what I'm getting here is like it was a big wish, right, that you may have had, right? But there was a lot of culminating factors that needed to be placed at the right place, right time, synchronicity, right? Because I feel like this wish is going to be the trigger wish that brings in everything. So it's like, if I just, I'm trying to see like how I can explain this in the most best way. So it's like, if you have all the pieces of the puzzle, right, and you're putting in the pieces together, it's like the divine putting in the pieces in place, right, so that everything comes in. It's like not the fulfillment of just half of what you want, it's a fulfillment of all. But to get the fulfillment of all, pieces had to be placed, in certain synchronicity, in certain way, in details, for everything to come out in the best possible, for the best possible outcome. Yeah. Because I just feel like this wish is a very big wish here. Because when I saw the infinity sign, it's like, it brings together everything. It's the culmination of everything that you wanted in your life. This wish brings. Wow, guys. Yeah. And I feel that was the answer to the why. So you might have asked the question like, why is this has not come in? I feel like this is the cosmos and the divine answering this here, is that it's coming in now because it's the divine time for it to come in. But it also took a lot of background things, background details here, because like I said, with this wish, right, this one major wish that comes through, it was connected to a lot of other things that you've also asked for here. Wow. Okay. All right. So let us see. Yeah, so it's like, I'm hearing here this wish. It's the first wish that when this card came out, that wish. Yeah. But it's like it's a piece to a puzzle I'm hearing. So it's like this wish coming true is going to bring a lot of other things that will come true as well. Because what I'm feeling like Lord Jagannath is saying here is that you don't even know, what, like, for example, asking for this wish, what it was going to lead to, so you may have just asked for one step, right, of something, but it was actually going to be the step that leads you, to the full path. Is what I'm getting here. Yeah. And that's why, so it might have seemed like something small, maybe the wish was something small, but it couldn't have come, it had to come in the right time, like after this age, right? Let's say the ice age, right? So this period of stagnancy, it had to come after that because it was going to lead to other things. It's like looking at this wish from a bigger picture perspective. So like when this wish comes true and everything that comes true after that, you're going to understand the bigger picture. Like, oh, okay, this is why I needed to wait for this to happen, because this happened and this led to this happening and this led to this happening, So for example, let's say you meet your divine counterpart, right? That was the wish. Which was to meet the love of your life, right? You meet this person, right? But you meet this person so let's say the wish was just limited to meeting the right person, right? Or meeting my divine counterpart. So you never actually mentioned the details of like, okay, I would like, to meet this person in Rome or Paris, and it needed to happen in this cafe or whatever it was, right? You just mentioned that wish, right? So it might have looked like minuscule, right? I'm not saying relationships are minuscule. I'm just trying to explain it from an imagery perspective, right? But it just so happens, right, that you meet your divine counterpart in, let's say, Paris, Italy, Rome, which is your dream destination. And in Paris, Italy, Rome, you find your dream house. And in this dream house, you get married to your divine counterpart, and then you build your family. And in this, a lot of things happen. You find your soul family, and they all happen to reside in the same place, and you build this community, and things just happen, or you get an opportunity, and this opportunity leads to this thing. So it's just like a stepping stone, the single wish here leads to a lot of it. So you might not have even fathomed, to say how a single wish of meeting your divine counterpart would lead to everything. It's like that's the type of symbology I'm getting here. Yeah, now obviously, if you look at it from a bigger picture perspective, you might think, okay, why has it taken me so long, right, to meet my divine counterpart? But it had to happen because it had to happen in the right place, right time, right scenario, right setting, so that you get your dream house, you get your dream family, you get your dream opportunity. It's all linked here, like a series of chain events here, guys, I'm hearing. Wow, okay. And I feel like the path ahead is leading you there. Okay, let's see. More to the story. And I feel like this is why, Lord Jagannath, I think wanted it to be like in a story format for you to understand, the way that it started. Like it's going to be like a story, with the chapter leading to the next chapter, to leading to the next chapter, to leading the next chapter here, guys. Wow, and we have creative endeavor here again with the number 8, guys, here, and it's under events here. Like I said, a series of chain events that happens here, guys. And with the creative endeavor here, it's also reminding me of a blank canvas here. So you couldn't see the bigger picture here, right? And this is now where the divine steps in and fills this blank canvas here for you to understand the why here. And I feel like this is also a call, where Lord Jagannath is saying that if you pursue what is calling you, what your soul is calling you, right? You pursue it, right? It's going to lead to the chain events, like I said from the beginning, of you maybe meeting your divine counterpart, of you finding your joy, you finding your bliss, you attaining what your heart desires. Is going to bring you success. It's going to bring you, I'm hearing like peace of mind as well here. Yeah, wow, guys. I feel like this is the next part of the mission here, guys, that Lord Jagannath is saying in terms of it's now a blank canvas and you can fill it in how you want to fill it, but fill it in with what brings you joy, what comes naturally to you, what your soul is calling you here. It's like, listening to the music of the divine here. And I feel like, that message that we had from Lord Krishna very much speaks to the same of you following the sound frequency and hearing the flute or the song of the divine that's playing for you, right? In you pursuing your next steps on the soul journey here. Wow, guys. Yeah, we have status quo with cycle, guys. Look at this. And it's coming on the number 10 here. It's like the cycle, this period, right? This ice age is coming to an end here, guys. And it's like you come to a pathway now, of you going towards your divine purpose. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're moving into your golden area here. Look at this, guys. Like I said here with the gold, it's like you stepping into your golden area. It's like you didn't know, how things were going to unfold, because if you see like with the status quo here, it's always like in terms of the norm, right? Of you thinking that you are following this narrowed path that's very narrow here, right? And I think you've also maybe set the limitation, in life, being in the stagnant energy that, your path was very narrow. There's only one way for you to go, right? But now the divine comes in, it steps in, and Lord Jagannath is saying that the road is going to be open for you. Once you step into your golden era, it's like you get to see the ocean, and it is as vast as the ocean, with the possibilities being limitless here, in terms of now you having whatever you need in terms of pursuing and attaining what your soul desires here. Yeah, it's like a calling that it's a calling of the wishes and manifestations of a soul calling here, what your soul desires here. Yeah, wow. And it's like it's going to beat in the rhythm of the divine heartbeat, so it's like the divine heartbeat is linked to your soul heartbeat, that's the type of thing. So it's not just like a wish that comes from your heart. This is like a soul wish that gets fulfilled here, guys. Yeah, soul calling here, part of the cosmic blessing here, guys. Wow, and we have the loving man here. Yeah, look at this. We're all the path leading you to your golden era here. Yeah, I feel like, the path that you enter now, right, is the path that leads to what you have always dreamed and wished for. In terms of you stepping into your golden era, it doesn't just mean in terms of you, getting the one wish. Like I said, it's about getting a complete fullness here. The love, the relationships, the abundance, the resources, like everything comes together here to bring you like the pure soul joy here. So it's like a fulfillment of feeling full, where life is full here. Yeah, but for those looking for love, yeah, guys, you're on the path, the road ahead to meeting a divine counterpart here. But this loving man also, it reminds me of God and Source here. Where like a God and Source is standing at this road here, ready to give you and fulfill a wish here, guys, as well. Wow. So beautiful here. Wow, we have 5 with consciousness, a conscious of lack. Yeah, I feel like, the wish that maybe you had, right, was a wish to come out of a certain situation, right? So it was very much like a very not defined wish, right? But then everything comes in here that helps you, right? In terms of you fulfilling your soul mission, your soul purpose, your soul path. It kind of opens up the avenues here for you. So you're no longer living or walking a pathway that's narrow, right? Okay, that's just leading you one way, right? It's now a pathway towards your golden era. So this is like a pathway of you fully coming out of not having anything that was like empty, to, like I said, with the fulfillment of it being full here. And like I said, with the number 8 being an infinity sign, with abundance meaning anything, that your heart and soul desires, but it's a fulfillment of feeling it full. So there's no lack in this wish here. you're no longer going to feel anything that's lacking, anything that's missing here, guys. And that's why I said, like, the divine here had to fulfill it in this way. So there may have been the delay that we said from the beginning, right? Because they wanted you to fulfill or to feel the fulfillment of it being full, having a full life of everything here. And you're not feeling that you lack anything in any way, in any form here, guys. Wow. So you're moving also out of this consciousness, mind thinking, mindset thinking, right, into a abundant energy, a golden era energy, with things, start feeling full again here. Yeah. Wow, guys. And this love is going to be full, guys. It's going to feel like a full love. Like I said, it's a divine love here, divine counterpart here coming in here for those looking for love. Yeah. Wow. We have great gratitude with the number 4, consciousness. Like, you come out from a consciousness of lack here to a consciousness of gratitude here. This is how all the blessings are coming in here with all the birds here. It's like news of all the wishes here. Like I said, it's not just one wish, guys. It's a stepping stone of the one wish which leads to many, many wishes here. And it's like, maybe you heard, a lot of this through your own intuition. Maybe you've heard it through other readings. You felt it maybe in dreams. You've seen visions. Because I feel like those that are watching are very much psychically attuned here. But you've gotten signs, synchronicities. You might have seen the magic around you. I just feel like you have known this is coming. You've also felt this love, this longing for the soulmate, this divine counterpart here. And I feel like, Lord Jagannath is saying that now you're about to move out of this consciousness, this time of sleep, this stagnation here, into a time that is full, guys. Fulfillment of feeling life is full again, no longer with your heart also here. Look at this with the heart. I just saw it now. It's like, if we look at it from Krishna's heart here perspective, it's full, right? There's a lot of Krishna's heart beats in unison with the universe, the universe's heartbeat. So it's like you connect also to your universal heartbeat here, and you move out of the consciousness of lack to a consciousness of where you're going to be so grateful, guys. It's like your hands are going to be completely full here. Like you're not going to have enough hands to hold all of the blessings coming in here, because this wish brings it all in here, brings in everything. Wow, guys. Okay, I just want to pull one card here for the blessings. Okay, so let us see more messages here. What Lord Jagannath wants to say, guys. I feel like he's saying you're on the stepping stone path to your golden era, guys. You're bringing it in. This wish is bringing in everything here. And I feel like it's because you're now in tune to the cosmic heartbeat, your own heartbeat, that like Krishna's heartbeat that lies within you, source's heartbeat. Like you are in tune to it. You've awoken to it here. You were sleeping before. Now you awaken to this, like a cosmic dance. If we look at a cosmic song, yeah, it's like you are hearing the heartbeat of the universe here. This could be like you also co-creating with the divine here, guys. Wow, that leads you, to to finding your path here to your golden light way. Wow, I heard golden light way, guys. Wow. It's like now the pathway is lit, guys. Wow. Okay, so we have we've got Archangel Ariel here, second chakra. Archangel Ariel is very much the archangel of prosperity. She brings in wealth, she brings in abundance here. So I do feel like this is abundance, wealth coming in here. You holding a lot here, guys. We have the number 36, which donates to a 9. And 2025 is the year of the 9, guys. So I feel like this is the year where you step into this abundance, guys. Yeah. I'm just going to pull one card for the blessings here. Okay. Wow, we also have the moon here with the number 29. And number 29 represents 11, right? So it's like wish fulfillment, where this wish, like I said, guys, look at this. That wish that we saw with the number 8, that wish with the number 8, the infinity sign, right? It brings in the wish fulfillment of all, guys. It changes your world, and it happens like it happens from night to day here, the shift. Like you step into your golden era now, because I feel like you've awakened to this now, guys. You've awakened to your golden era, and it's time for you to step into it here. Yeah, but your world is about to shift here, guys, as you move from lack to full-on bounty here. If we look at it from a health and wealth perspective, yeah, wow. Wow, we've got number 40 here with Archangel Metatron here. Archangel Metatron is the archangel of the health cube, right? So he holds the health cube, and he is a bringer of good health, and we did see health coming here. So it's like you also move from a period of, let's say, ill health, to a period of health. So it's like also from a period of winter to a period of summer, right? For when things were in hibernation to now things blooming, or from winter to spring, where things come alive now. And I feel like also Archangel Metatron here is very much the archangel of the Akashic records as well. He's the keeper of the Akashic records. So it's like this was part of your soul blueprints, your soul plan here. And I feel this is what Lord Jagannath was saying here, is that you might have felt things were being stagnant, things were never going to change, but this was all part of the soul plan, right? For you to grow individually as a soul, for you to attain more colors and then for you now to awaken from the slumber, for you to awaken to your true soul awakening as well. So you may have also gone through concurrent soul awakening, but I think this is a major one that's coming here, where you awaken to this because you awaken to step into your golden era here, guys. Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of chatter around this as well, with the divine watching over you here, guys. Divine watching, there's a lot of chatter in the 5D about this huge awakening that's happening here, guys. You're awakening to your golden era here. And it's all part of the soul plan here, where your world is going to shift from night to day here. A lot of prosperity coming in here as well. Wow, we have all tied up with the number 23 here. Yeah, 23 donates to a 5. So you may have felt very much like this period was not going to change, right? This was not going to be, you were going to remain, stuck in a loop, tied in a never-ending story here that was not going to break here. But I feel like here, this, so you may have needed some sort of a resource also to get you out of a stagnancy, to get you out of a situation or scenario. I feel like the universe is saying here with Lord Jagannath that your world is about to shift, guys. It's like your story, your whole story here, because, like Jagannath wanted it to be like a book, so it's like your book is changing here, where you're going from an ice age, right, to a golden age. I feel this is what it's saying, like whatever was stagnancy, stagnant gets opened up. Whatever was tying you down, you get freed from. Whatever resources was lacking, whatever was lacking in terms of what you felt from a heart perspective, anything that could have been like something that was empty in any part of your life, right, gets full here, guys. Yeah, it's all part of the soul plan here. Wow, guys. Things, it's like a fulfillment of feeling full now, guys. Yeah, wow. Yeah, we have action here with number 17, again denoting to an 8. It's like the change here, and we have one single bird here, so I do feel like here this is an action that's taking place by the universe here to shift you, to shift your world from the ice age to the golden age, guys. So it's like, and also if we look at it from an age perspective, it's like the age of the collective also moving from an age of the 3D, shifting into the 5D. So it's like you also moving, from your ice age to your golden era here, and this action and movement taking place here. And I feel this is why there's a lot of chatter in the 5D about this, guys, because you're moving towards your era of abundance, your era of meeting the love of your life, your era of good health, the era of, you finding it all here, guys. Because like I said, this wish is a wish that fulfills it all here, and it's coming in here. Because this action also reminds me of the Chariot. So things are moving here, guys. And also, side message here, Lord Jagannath is saying that for those that are contemplating or on the fence about wanting to pursue something here, and maybe you're all tied up in terms of not knowing which way to go, but your soul is calling you to do something, Lord Jagannath is saying go for it, because it will bring you prosperity, it will change your world, and it's part of you sharing this wisdom with the world that's going to bring not only further wishes coming true, but also, freeing you from feeling that tied down feeling here, from feeling the restriction, because you don't have the restrictions anymore. And if there were restrictions, it's being lifted here by the divine. Wow, we've got 7th chakra with Archangel Uriel, yeah, 41, number 41 here, which also donates to a 5 here. Archangel Uriel, we've seen Archangel Uriel come quite a lot in the recent readings here. Archangel Uriel is very much the archangel of light, right? So it's like, you going towards the light, and I heard like light way. So I do feel like you are being led towards the light, to this golden era here, and very much you have the support of the archangels around you, because we've got 3 archangels here, and major archangels as well. And Archangel Uriel is an archangel of the fourth, archangels of the 4th direction here, and she's the bringer of wisdom, the bringer of light, but it's also she's the bringer of enlightenment here. So it's like you also transcending on this journey of enlightenment, right? You attaining your additional colors here, and I feel like also Archangel Uriel is saying here together with Lord Jagannath here is because there's a book she's holding here, and she's very much the message here is that you may have felt tied down in the past, like you may have felt things were not moving, you may have felt restricted, or you were stuck in this ice age, but it was all part of your soul enlightenment journey here, part of the book, part of the plan here, because we have both Metatron and Uriel here. And like I said, Metatron is part of the Akashic records, being the keeper, of your big book, your whole soul journey book, and both of them are saying that this was part of providing you, giving you that leg up when it comes to attaining further wisdom, for you also awakening now to your spiritual awakening and tapping into your past wisdom, so you have access now to also tap into your past Akashic records, your past life's wisdom, the wisdom of you being this higher master, this higher ascended soul. This all comes to light here, and I feel like everything, all of this together leads you, once this awakening happens and you're moving towards your golden path, you awaken to the possibilities of the cosmos. You awaken to your dream manifestations and prayers coming true, this wish fulfillment that comes true, but it leads, to a lot of your dreams and your prayers being answered, with meeting the one, getting or, having that vitality again, reaching the abundance, the prosperity, everything that comes with it here. I feel like this was part of the plan for it all to stage out in a way that it would lead, from one thing leading to the next here, so that you don't just get the one part of the wish, but this wish leads to the part of everything here, guys. Wow. Yeah. It's like everything comes in. And I feel like it comes in concurrently, because once it comes in here, it's like it doesn't stop, so it's like a domino effect, with the one event leading the other, like a chain of events like we saw. I feel like Lord Jagannath is also saying, together with the archangels, that there's something that you need to share with the world, guys. Maybe a talent, gift, wisdom. I feel like it's I feel like there is like a push and a call here to say whatever is calling out to you. It's like what you are seeking is seeking you here. Okay, wow. Okay. All right, so we first have Serapis Bay here with go now. Yeah, that call. The call is now, things to shift. The time is now here. Yeah, it's like you hold everything in your hands here, guys. Your world is shifting here. Wow, we also have Moses with take charge of situation. Yeah, like we saw with the, Moses shifting the waters, right? It's like your world now shifts, guys, from light to day here. Yeah, and it's like, this is the time for you to step into your destiny here, because, Moses was supposed to be the bringer of the wisdom for his people, right? To take them into the path towards enlightenment here. And I feel like this is the path now and the call for you also to take charge of your soul journey, your soul purpose, and your higher mission here. Wow. Okay, so we also have white Tara here with purification. Yeah, guys, I feel like, this is the life that you have asked for, in terms of not just from a heart perspective, like what your heart is longing, but it's what your soul is longing for here. It's something that's going to bring you peace of mind, but soul peace here. I feel like this, whatever it is that you've asked for, it brings you that kind of peace that doesn't just come only from material things, it comes from having a full experience here. Yeah, everything gets purified, things change in a major way here, but it's for your highest good here. It's like, like I said, it's not something that can only be fulfilled by the material asks, right? This is like an emotional, spiritual, everything shift here, yeah, towards this golden era that you're moving into here. Okay, wow, we have Manjushri here with listen. Yeah, wow. I think this is the call, right? That Lord Jagannath is saying here, for you to know this part, this chapter of your story now, this change that's coming, for you to be also the change, the leader here in something as well, to share with the collective, because it's like once you step into this role, right, you not only step into your golden era, but you also help the upliftment of the collective in some way as well. Like these are major projects, maybe a major calling that's calling your name here. Yeah. Wow, we have Paramansa Yogananda. Okay, choose peace. Yeah, guys, it's like the peace that comes, I told you, very much is like the soul peace, soul peace of mind here, guys. It's like you also may be a bringer of peace in terms of what you bring and share with the collective here. That's going to make people listen here, guys. And that's why I think it's such a high mission, because you can change and also shift other people's perceptions, other people's worlds as well. Wow, okay. Yeah, we've got fertility here with Pan. You know, very much like this reminds me of the Pied Piper, you know, calling the children, luring the children in. It's like what you have to share with the world, others will listen here, guys. So it's like, that's why you are a bringer of change. You are a bringer of peace. So I feel there's a high mission here, you know, in terms of the next chapter that awaits you, is a chapter of you sharing your wisdom and, you know, uplifting others as well. Wow. And I feel like, you know, you receive all this abundance, right? That you share it with others and you do good. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, guys. Okay. Let us, I think we are reaching the hour. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we have. Just feel like there's one card here. Center card. And this card for the blessings. Want to see okay, I feel like that. And I want to pull some tea leaves. Yeah, I feel like, you know, what Lord Jagannath wants you to know, it's like a story, you know, like I'm hearing your story is about to change, guys. Yeah, wow, okay. So, let's see. Okay, let's put the tea leaves here. Okay, so we firstly have, wow, we've got message of concern, all right, with the number 14 here. Okay, we have pathway with the number 35. Okay, and we have occupation. Wow. Okay, and then we have lovers. Oh wow, guys. Okay, yeah, so I feel like, you know what Lord Jagannath is saying here, right, in terms of the next steps, right? There could be like some sort of opportunity, you know, that comes to you, right? And you might feel like, okay, this is a opportunity that maybe seems too good to be true, right? It could be an opportunity that is far beyond your, you know, your dreams and imagination here. So it feels like you're concerned. Could this be, you know, could this be like true? Could this be real? You know, I feel the shifts that happen in your life, going forward, you know, from now, it's like things that happen where you feel like, okay, no, this, what is the catch? You know, there's some sort of catch, universe, like how is this all happening, you know? But I feel like it's all cosmically attuned here with the magic that comes in here, because the pathway that opens up here, guys, is the pathway to abundance. Like I said, you know, to your golden era here. Number 35 also denoting to an 8. We've been seeing the 8s a lot here, you know, with the moths, like I said, you know, and the butterflies. So it's butterflies here, leading you the way, you know, leading the path, the divine, leading your transformative journey to your pathway, to your golden abundant era here. Yeah. And I feel like also it relates to a lot of I think for people watching, very much to what you want to pursue in this lifetime. So this could be like you know, a message of, you know, you being concerned about, okay, if I follow this pathway, right, this pathway that's calling my soul, you know, this pathway that I've always wanted to pursue, will it bring me the abundance? Will I be able to, you know, reap financial rewards from it? Will it provide me the security I'm looking for, right? But it feels like Lord Jagannath is saying here to take the leap forward, because it's going to lead you to everything. Like I said, this wish fulfillment leads to everything here, leads you maybe to finding that perfect opportunity, right? It leads you to also finding the love of your life here with the lovers here. It's like it leads you to a pathway that you have not only just experienced or that you're expecting, you know. So it's like you've limited this wish, right, this wish fulfillment, to a very much of a segregated small corner here, but you have no idea how big this wish is, the pathway that's going to lead to, how big this pathway is going to be, because it's just the stepping stone of leading you to somewhere greater here. Yeah, wow, we've got transformation, like we said, right? Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing here. You know, this reminds me of Isis, and Isis is also a goddess of magic, right? A goddess of manifestation here. And this was all part of the transformation, like we said, right? It was all part of your soul journey, your soul growth, for you to step into your higher self, your higher power here. And if you can see here, there's like a butterfly here, you know, it looks like a butterfly here. So it's all about you transforming becoming the butterfly, right? From the caterpillar to the butterfly, like I said in the beginning. You also not understanding maybe the shifts behind the scene, like the way the caterpillar doesn't understand when it goes through the cocoon phase, right? But it's actually you obtaining your wings and you awakening to your higher self here, connecting to divine source, and you also being stepping into your role in terms of sharing this wisdom with others, and you fulfilling and stepping into your shoes as the high master that you are here. Yeah, guys, I feel like you share this and the world remembers you. You share this and it leads you to everything, guys. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, amazing. For those that are looking for love, I do feel like love is on its way here. This pathway is going to lead you to love. Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a shift and a change, guys. A change where maybe something that you did not foresee coming comes in, right? That leads you to choosing a pathway that you may not have, or you may not have chosen, if this didn't come your way, right? But it's like, look, Jagannath is saying that this is the pathway that's laid out now for you. It's a pathway that's divinely designed, right? For you to reach and to fulfill and to get the fulfillment of all your wishes here. Okay, wow, we have September. Okay, so we're in July right now, so it's like 3 months. Okay, maybe you get this opportunity, this message in September here. Wow, you're getting take a vacation physically or mentally. Yeah, this could be you being called to travel here, or you take a holiday. Yeah, wow, guys. Okay, that leads you. Wow, leads you to love here, guys. And marriage. Okay, guys, for those that are looking for love is on the cards here, guys. I feel like you might be meeting this person on a vacation or during travel here. Yeah, this could be September key month here. I feel like a lot of Virgos watching here. Yeah, earth signs could be a connection here. Yeah, wow, we've got Broom with new home, new attitude. Yeah, this shifts everything for you, guys. Money path, the path of money is waiting for you. Wow, guys, look at this message, and it's forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, like I feel here with the story that Lord Jagannath is saying is that you might feel like whatever you want to pursue is not going to bring you the financial returns that you were dreaming or wishing for. But I feel like this is Lord Jagannath is saying that whatever comes in now, right, is not only going to bring you the wealth that 3D box mind wealth, right? It's like more than you can imagine here, guys, because it shifts your whole world. It brings you things that you like, it leads to things that you never thought you'd ever attain in this life. So it could lead you to your dream home, your dream love, your dream vacation. It leads you to a whole lot of things once this wish comes true here. Let's see if we can get more information on this message here. What is this message about here? Lord Jagannath, let me see here. Take one card from here. What is this message that comes in here? Oh, okay, 3 cards. Wow, all right. And some tea leaves. Because I feel like this message here that's coming in here, and it could come in September, guys, is a message that changes everything here, guys. Okay, let's see. You call also to pull one from here to close this message here. I feel like yeah, I feel like this is the stepping stone, maybe this wish fulfillment that we saw that changes everything here. Okay, so let us, okay, this one really came out here. Okay, so we have okay, so we've got Valley here, deep personal strength and peace that assured success. Okay, so it looks like it's a big message, guys. A big message, a divine message orchestrated by the divine here. Okay, we have March. This could have also been brewing in March. You could have been born in March also. And March is a 3-month, right? And from June to September, it's 3 months, yeah. So this could be in 3 months' time, guys. Okay, wow. All right. This message coming in here, further confirmation here. We have dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. I feel like this is coming from the divine here. This is reminding me of the dog is reminding me of Lord Kalbhairav, and we did say Lord Jagannath is a incarnation of Lord Kalbhairav, who is an incarnation of Lord Shiva here. So I do feel like this is a message coming far away, could be coming from the celestial here. Yeah, very much a protected message here. Yeah, a form of protection here, guys. What you've been waiting for. A wish being granted from the divine here. Wow, yeah, we have mending. Very much like a prayer being answered here, guys. Something you've asked and prayed to the divine for here. Yeah, it's coming in. It's a big wish coming in here. Yeah, wow, we have observer. Yeah, it's being observed by the divine here, guys. Wow. It's like what you have called into the celestial prayers, wishes here. Yeah, I feel like it would be different for everyone here. This message comes in that changes everything, but it's an answered prayer here, guys. Let's see, we have community here. Okay, wow. Soul family, soul tribe coming in here. All right. We also have, wow, okay, male. Wow, okay. And we have, wow, we've got double community, guys. Two of the same cards here. Yeah, all right, guys. So I feel like this could be a message, right? From hearing like a soul tribe. So let's say if it's an opportunity, right? It is an example, right? Because it will be different for everyone, right? So let's say this opportunity comes, right, from someone in your soul tribe. So new soul family coming in here, right? That because the number 9, 39 also donates to a 12, which donates to a 3, right? And we're seeing 3 here. So it could be like 3 months from now, from when you're watching this reading, right? You receive this message that maybe comes from a soul tribe family here, soul member tribe here, that not only leads you to, like, let's say let's say if it's an opportunity, you get this dream opportunity here, right? But it also leads you to meeting a significant person here that will help you, maybe assist you in this pathway here. So this could be the love of your life. It could be a mentor. It could be a boss. It could be somebody significant with resources and wealth that comes in and assists you here. Yeah, guys, but I feel like it's divinely orchestrated here, watched over by the divine, so closely, and protected. Like this pathway is protected just for you here, guys. And I feel like Lord Jagannath is saying, do not worry, do not be of concern here, because what comes to you now was owed and due to you, and is part of the divine plan, because it's going to lead you to bigger things here. Wow. It's like, do not be concerned here. It's divinely orchestrated and divinely protected here. Yeah, I feel like 3 months from the time you're watching, significance changes here. Yeah, the stepping stone to leading you. Right, so let's see the closing final letter from Lord Jagannath here. Wow, we have Lady Portia here with divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Yeah, guys, follow your heart, follow your dreams, follow your soul calling here. Guys, you will be led here. You know, the purple reminds me of the amethyst, right? Amethyst is all about spiritual awakening here. So like you're awakened to all of this, guys. You're awakened to your connection with the divine. You're awakened to your path, you know, that leads you to your golden era, but everything around you gets awakened here, guys. It's like you come out of that sleep, you saw your ice age, and you step into your golden era here. Wow. Amazing. Let me see if I pull some charms. I feel like pull some closing messages here. Oh, okay, so we have a yellow scroll here, all right? We also have the moon. Yeah, things are, it's like you're not going to see this coming, guys. So although you imagined it a certain way, what transpires in your life is going to happen in a completely different way here, guys. Yeah, so it's like maybe you have thought you're going to meet your divine counterpart in this one specific way. It happens completely. It's going to be like mind-blowing here, I'm hearing, yeah. Wow, guys, look at this. We have love. Yeah, love coming in. Guys, for those that are searching for love, love is coming in here. Look at this. We've got the Ankh here, guys. Key of life here. Wow. You're given the key of life here. The key. Like I said, you received the key here that opens up everything here. This could be the key to your heart also. Divine counterparts coming together here, guys. Wow. Okay. We have the bananas here. And, you know, banana is a fruit that's sweet, that comes in bulk, right? So I feel like, you know, what comes in is coming in bulk, that feeling of fullness that we saw. Yeah, wow, okay. This bananas also reminds me of Lord Hanuman. So you may have Lord Hanuman behind you. We have the 4-leaf clover here. Yeah, a lot of luck, guys. Unseen luck here, guys, that comes here. Yeah, wow, I've got the purple cat in purple again. Yeah, you're awakening to the mystery here. You know, getting the answers that you're seeking here. Wow, and we have the starfish. Yeah, wow, guys. You know, the starfish is surrounding me because Krishna's heart came from the sea, right? Was guarded and protected by the sea for the right time, right place for the heart to be found, right? So I feel like this was all guarded and protected, we saw, by the divine. This wish here, right? Like the way Krishna's heart was protected, this divine timeline that you're stepping into was protected, guys, by the sea, by the connotations of, you know, the vastness of the sea, meaning the vastness of the cosmos, guys. Very much protected, and now is the time for you to step into this dream life here that's been waiting for you here. It was very much protected, mystery guarded here until you was the right time for you to receive the key to get it all here. Wow. Okay, so we have a yellow scroll. So I feel like there's one yellow card message here that wants to come through. I feel like this one here. Wow, we have Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother, healing is possible at this time. Yeah, you could be very much connected to Yeshua, Mother Mary. I feel like a lot of feminine energy here also present. Very much, you know, you're part of the goddesses, and the goddesses are behind you as well. But yeah, it could be very much significantly connected to Mother Mary here coming in. But I feel like this is your era, right? Your era of love and your era of peace. But it's so love, so peace, guys, that brings in everything. And again, we're seeing the roses here, guys. If you know, you know. Yeah, choose peace, guys. This is the time of your life where, you know, it's going to be fulfillment of feeling full, but a fulfillment of soul peace as well, guys. Wow. Yeah, it's like let go and let flow here. Yeah. Wow, guys, stepping into your dreams, your manifestations here. Wow. Okay, and we are going to look at the blessings that Lord Jagannath is going to bless you with here. I feel because this is the part where, because we're in the period, or this reading is being done in the period of the Chariot Festival procession that's currently happening, you know, with the bringing of light, bringing of divine magic, divine blessings. So let's see what Lord Jagannath wants to bless you with. Wow, okay, we have trust with the 29. You know, with this trust here, it's like I said from the very beginning, it's like you have the heart of the divine within you, and the divine, it's like you're part of the divine is part of you, guys, and you've had this trust, and it's a blessing, right? Because it's a blessing to have this type of a divine connection, this divine faith here. Yeah, and I feel like it's just going to get strengthened, guys, as you awaken, you know, to your true soul calling, to who you are, and to this divine, this connection that brings in everything here, guys. It's like, you know, with the number 29, which donates to a 10, it's like once you awaken to all of this, it's like your faith it's like your faith get enhanced, right? But your divine connection and your trust in the divine gets awakened here. Yeah, like a deeper connection here. It's like you start, you know, hearing the pulse and the beat of the universe here. Yeah, wow, guys. It's like, you know, you start seeing things that only you can see. You know, you start feeling things that only you can feel here, guys. Wow. Wow, we have new beginnings. Yeah, blessing of new beginnings, guys. Your worlds shift here. Number 1, a reset from the 29, which is a 10, to a 1 here. Trust that things will change. Trust that you will move out of the stagnant energy. Trust that everything is working for your highest favor and for your highest good here. Wow. Yeah, the divine has your back here. Wow, look at this family, guys. For those wanting to, you know, build a family, soul tribes, everything comes together here. There's new beginnings here. For those wanting to conceive, know that this is on the cards, guys. Wow. Wow, we have cornucopia with number 11. Look at this, guys. Like I said, you know, trust that everything comes in. Like I said, this wish fulfillment brings in everything. It brings in new beginnings. It brings in family. It brings in abundance. Everything. Your life gets full, guys. Wow. What a confirmation here. Beautiful. Wow. Okay, we have Horus here with you are seeing the situation accurately. Yeah, wow, guys. Okay, so I feel like, you know, we had contention of Isis, which is Horus's mother here, and Horus is the cosmic gateway opener, guys. Wow. So I feel like the cosmic gateway is opening for you here, guys. Like the universe is backing you. The universe is behind you here. You could have also had a very significant lifetime in Egypt here, guys. But I feel like you are seeing the situation accurately. It's like a blessing of your awakening here. You're awakened to your cosmic, the cosmic love within you, the cosmic heartbeat. It's like, you know, you now recognize that you have like the cosmic heart within you, guys. And that the cosmos, Lord Jagannath, is very much like behind you here. Yeah. And that you are meant to see this message, you know, in this divine timing, because you're meant to see that what shifts for you now is part of the bigger plan here. Yeah, it's like you see the big picture here from a bird's eye view here, perspective here. Wow, guys. Yeah, like I said, you know, you see things only you're meant to see here, guys. Some magic is coming towards you as well here. Wow, but you get the fulfillment of everything. Like everything awakens within you. You also get to see the why, like I said. Remember, with everything, the stepping stones, once everything starts coming in, you get to understand the why. That, okay, if this never happened this way, I wouldn't have received this blessing in the best way, you know, type of thing here. Yeah, wow, guys. Yeah, it's like, when you meet the love of your life, it's like, wow, the love worth waiting for, the dream home worth waiting for, the dream family worth waiting for, the dream abundance worth waiting for here. But this cornucopia is like everything, guys. Everything, like I said, comes in here. Wow. We have yes. Just say yes, guys. Yeah, wow. Let go, let flow. Just say yes. A big yes from the universe. Like whatever questions you had to the universe, the answer is yes. Yeah. Wow, guys. I feel like the opportunity that comes in, just say yes. Trust the divine. Next steps that come in, just say yes, guys. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. What a confirmation here. Yeah, we have imprisonment with number 29. Very much like this is a blessing here. Look at this, guys, here. With this imprisonment here, we've got the mouse and we've got the lock here, right? And I feel like we saw the key here, right? With the key of life that you've been given here. Wow, look at this, guys. And I feel like with this message here, right? The mouse is a vehicle for Lord Ganesha. So you could be very much connected to Lord Ganesha. And I feel like now it's like the divine in the form of the mouse, like the vehicle, right? Giving you the key, guys, to come out of this. So like you might have felt like, we saw that lack consciousness. We saw, you're feeling trapped. You're feeling like this life path was only limited, right? And you get unlocked from this here. Just say yes, because the key is coming in here. The yes to your answer. Yeah, guys, the yes, the solution to your problem is coming, guys. You're coming out of the cycle here. Look at this. We saw 29. And we're seeing 29 again. A lot of the 10s we've been seeing here. 9s, 10s, and 8s, guys. Yeah. So I feel like, with this 10, it's like showing you here trust with the trust card. To have the trust in the divine because they've given you the key here now, guys. You're being unlocked from this restriction, this limitation, the situation, the scenario, whatever it was you're looking for the solution to. It's coming here, guys. Wow. In the form of the blessings. Yeah, because you receive everything here, guys. And you know why you may have felt imprisoned, guys. You will know why. Yeah, because you've been given the key of life. This is not just any key here, guys. Look, this is not just the key to the lock. It's the key to life here. The key of life, the Ankh here. And we did see a lot of connotations with ancient Egypt here, with Horus, Isis. Very much like you're given the key to everything here. You're given the key to clarity here. The awakening of your higher self. The awakening of the next spiritual awakening as well, guys. Yeah, wow. Amazing. We have dark women here, dealing with a relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Could be a significant connection coming in here, guys, that helps you. Significant counterparts for others. This also reminds me of the goddess energy here, guys. A lot of the goddesses behind you here. Yeah, wow. This could be Mother Kali as well. I'm feeling very much strong. Yeah. I like a dark mother here. So it could be like Goddess Nyx, Goddess Kali here, Goddess Hecate. I'm learning. Wow. I'm hearing as well, yeah. We have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Look at this, guys. Yeah, the triumph. You get your wings, guys. Yep, the universe is giving you your wings, guys. You're moving into your golden area. Look at this. Your golden era, guys. Yeah, you're out of the maze here, guys. You're out of the maze now. Out of the stagnancy, out of the sleep here. You're moving from the ice age to the golden age here. Wow, guys. Wow, wow, wow. You could be very much connected to the birds as well. We have higher power here with the 4. Look at this, guys. And the keyhole here. Yes, it's the key to everything, guys, given by the divine in themselves here. We have number 4, which is the angelic number as well of support, stability. Everything comes in here with this key, guys. You've given the key here to everything. You unlock your highest potential here. It's like you unlocking you here, guys. You unlock your higher self. You unlock your higher powers. You unlock, the divine cosmos behind you. You unlock your connection, your heart connection to the source, to divine, to your ascended masters here. It's like you unlock everything here, guys. Wow, what a closing message here, guys. Wow, 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 wow. Everything changes for you here. It's like a miracle. Yeah, I'm hearing miracles. You get the key to everything, guys. Wow, what a divine blessing. And like I said, Lord Jagannath, right, as part of the procession and the blessings we've seen here as part, right, of what he wants to share. It's like it is, you can ask for anything. You can ask him for anything, and he is the blesser of all here, guys. And we've seen it in the cards here. It's like he's taking you out of one world and placing you in another. It's like you timeline shift here, guys. Major shifts where your world changes and you receive everything that you've wished, prayed, and asked for here, yeah, guys. Cornucopia, whatever it is to you, guys, it's like the divine is taking you out of the situation and bringing you all here. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful message from Lord Jagannath here. Yeah, from the higher power source themselves here. Your connection to source, the heart that lies within you, guys. What a magical message. Okay, yeah, wow, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. I feel like, yeah, I just want to thank Lord Jagannath, Lord Krishna, and Lord Shiva and all the Ascended Masters for being here today, the angels, archangels. We're so blessed to have them in the achievement of the sacred circle. I also feel like, because I heard Krishna's flute, yeah, the music of Krishna's flute here, guys. So I feel like that message that Krishna, that message that's on the channel, if you want to check that out, I do feel like it's very much connected, because it's like Krishna's heart is very much within this, the heart of this reading I'm hearing, yeah. So I do feel like you do have a deep connect with him and Lord Vishnu and the Ascended Masters here. Yeah, wow, guys, and the goddesses. What a beautiful reading. Like, it's such a confirmation. Like, if you had anything that you were concerned about, know that the divine has your back, you're protected, and yeah, you've been given the key to life. We did see the keys come out quite a lot in the sacred circle. If you know, you know. If you're a seasoned viewer, you know, with the second key, now this is the key of life here. This could maybe be a third key, guys. I don't know. Should we ask the question? Okay, is this a new key? Let's see. Because we had seen the provision of 2 keys, and I feel like this is like a big key, because this is the key of life here, guys. So yeah, let's see what this means. I see this green coming in here. It's looking out here. Okay, there's 2. Wow. Okay, so let's see if this is this a new key? Let's see. Okay, wow, we have an exciting event. Okay, success. Wow, we have wealth. And we have someone will gossip about your secret. Yeah, guys, the secret here. Yep, this is a new key, guys. You've been given the 3rd key, the key of life here. Wow, this is the exciting event that the universe wants you to know. That's going to bring you everything, right? Success, wealth, and people will be talking about this, guys. Wow, this is the chatter, guys. Look at this. The chatter that I said was in with the gratitude card here. The chatter of the universe wanting you to know that you've gotten this 3rd key now, guys. Wow, 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 wow. If you're a seasoned viewer on the channel, you know exactly what I mean. But you've been given the biggest key of all here, guys. Wow. The key of life here. Amazing, amazing. This is the event that they want you to know. Wow, wow, wow. What a reading. What a magical reading. This is like what the divine wants you to know right now. It's going to bring you everything here, guys. And like we said with abundance, you know, wealth. It's what makes your life feel full here, guys. It's going to bring you heightened success like you can't imagine, because it's like beyond what you can imagine here, guys. With the stars here, it's like beyond what you can imagine. Wow, what a beautiful reading. Mind-blowing, mind-blowing. It's the yes. It's like, you know, this key gives you the yes to anything you want here, guys. Yeah, it's like just say yes, you know. Yeah, it's the bringing of the yes for everything here. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing. Okay, guys, if you have liked this reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. Wow, the feedback has been absolutely phenomenal. I am on Instagram, so if you can look up Oracle at Sacred Circle, you can message me there. I'd like to thank the universe for this beautiful message today. I feel like it was a very profound message during a profound time, and a profound change as you step into your golden era here, guys. I'm sending all my love and light, and I hope to see you in my next one.